Alright guys, welcome back to another raindrop build. It's raindrop 13. Last week we did a foot patrol up this road. We only got to Athira, but we completely cleared Athira out. And we were supposed to go to Coroni, and then Agios Dionysos, and then Laka. And there was a friendly FOB up here. And if you watched the video, you will have known that I had an ambush and an IED set up in Coroni. But since other people in the op may have also watched that video, I'm going to change some stuff up for this week. It's going to be generally the same. It's going to be Coroni, Agios, Dionysos, and Laka, but this time I think I'm going to let them bring up-armored vehicles. So let's start building. I already know where we're going to build, so I'm going to make a zone in Agios, Dionysos, and I'm going to put vehicles and civilians just like I did last week. So I'll skip over that part for the video. Alright, so I've got these three areas built up with civilian populations, and now I have to figure out if there's anywhere that I want to put enemies down before the mission starts. And what I'm thinking is there's a factory down here, and there's a little military FOB here. I think I'm going to put friendly AI in the military facility and have an assault, a small assault from the factory going up to the military facility but I'm not going to put any of those guys down. Well, I'm going to put the military guys down now, but the assault I'm going to spawn in the middle of the mission when we get kind of close to that area, so we can move up to and, you know, hit them from the side and take them out while they're attacking those guys. That should be pretty cool. Yeah, there's some taller hills over here. Let's check this out. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So we could put an IED in this compound somewhere conspicuously, and then have the ambush come from over this hilltop over here. That is what we'll do. That'll be perfect. Oh yeah, that'll be perfect. So let's go back. And where's the IED? IED is menu 2. Change to CSAT. And where was that area? It's right here. So we want the IED. We want small objects. What did we use last week? It was I think it was a medium object. What does a sack heap look like? Let's check that out. Explosion size small. Explosion type disabling. Target faction is west. Jammable. Doesn't matter. Disarm duration. That also doesn't matter. Trigger type, we'll do proximity, and we'll do 15 meters. So that should be pretty big. So create IED. And we'll click right there. And we'll put a pile of semi-conspicuous. See, there's all these piles of garbage and stuff, so people aren't going to look at that and think twice. We could put it right here. Like, here we go. We'll put it right here in front of the gate, and maybe someone will look and think twice about that. Alright, and then we're going to do an ambush, and we want CSAT. Go back to menu 2. We want a CSAT rifle squad for the ambush, and we want them back here, so create ambush right here. And I forgot to click and drag, but they'll run out this way instead of running straight towards the IED. And then you want shift and click to draw a line, so shift and draw the line. There we go. Once that IED explodes, this group will ambush north, because I forgot to make them go northeast, but it should still be fine. And if there are enough people that show up, I'll put a second ambushing squad down somewhere as well. And I'll put a couple of fire teams down. Last week I didn't have much in the town itself. I only had 2 fire teams in Athira, 2 fire teams and 2 sentry teams, and they still put up a pretty good fight because of the AI enhancements we have on the server now. So I'll do the same thing here. I'll put groups fire team in zone 10, 1, 2, and then sentry 1, 2, and check with the 3D editor. Make sure those groups are down. Those ones civilians. They didn't spawn quite inside the town like I wanted. But they're there and they're patrolling. Let's see, I want to put a weapons cache somewhere in this town. So let's see if I can. There we go. What kind of compound is this down here? Alright, let's put some CSAT vehicles. Put an Ifrit. Park it right here. And then we'll put some ammo boxes inside. So ammo. And of course, we want some guys. So inventory, empty, no, apply, close. What happens if I make hostage? Make him stand up. Add and make hostage. Add, apply, close. Let's see if he'll drop his weapon. There we go, it does take his weapon. Oh, that's beautiful. So that means he can be captured. Alright, let's do that. And then we'll put another one in here. Another officer that says, fuck you, I'm not coming with you. Stand up and apply. Oops, it's supposed to be an officer. No, officer. There we go. Apply, close. Objects, furniture, whiteboard, Altus, apply. Furniture. Oh no, we want camping. Camping. Objects, camping. Or tents, it's under tents. There we go. And of course we need objects small. And can we disable simulation? Probably not. Every time I try this, it never works. Should be this disable simulation, or enable simulation false. And that's not a preset I can put on anything. Apply. And there you go. Stay there, don't fall down. God damn it. doesn't matter what I do, it just won't work. So I'll do what I normally do and put this shit on the ground in the corner. Okay. And the last thing we'll do is we'll put a rifleman in here behind this car. Set infantry, rifleman, stand up, add, apply, close. Alright. So that's pretty much everything I'm going to do for now. I'll do everything else dynamically once the actual mission starts. So all I've done, we'll go back, I've populated these 3 areas with civilians and civilian vehicles, and I've pretty much built up Agios Dionysus a little bit. I've put about a squad worth of guys in the zone, not necessarily inside the town, because there's a little bit of the zone that's outside of the town here. I put an IED with an ambush here, and I put the IED pretty conspicuously. It'll be interesting to see if it's avoided or recognized or not. Hopefully it can be destroyed by getting shot. That'll be interesting to see. And then I fortified a small compound with weapons cache and some enemy vehicles and a couple enemy officers. And that's this compound right here. And that's pretty much it. Anything else will have to be... I know what I can do. I can put a vehicle patrol. I'll put it from Coroni down to about most of the way to Agios Dionysus. So I'll place it with the 3D editor. Yeah. And we want vehicles, Ifrit HMG, empty no, apply. Put it down right here. Then I back out and go to group generator, and this is the new group generator for the new MCC. And what I do is I click east, and it shows me right where all the groups are on the map already. And this is the vehicle I just placed, so I just click it. And what I want to do is I want to give it waypoints. So to give waypoints now, you double click where you want the waypoint to be. So I'll give them the waypoint to this T intersection. And it'll be move. Which one is the speed? Now this, Shay, if you watch this, these need titles. It needs to be waypoint and then formation and then speed, which is limited, and then the last one is combat mode. So I just want to move waypoint with limited speed there, and then you hit replace, and what that does is it replaces all of the vehicle's current waypoints with the new waypoint. And then I want a second waypoint right here where he started, so I double click again, and it's another move waypoint. So I click add, and then I want a last waypoint next to the first waypoint, which will be right here, and it'll be a cycle waypoint. And again click add. So now this one vehicle is going to patrol back and forth between those 2 areas constantly. And then that's what we'll do. I'll put some sort of an outpost or an FOB up here on this hilltop. So let's go do that. And where's that hilltop? It's right here. So we'll do the 3D editor right here. And there's the road, and we should see the vehicle. There's the vehicle right there moving slowly, if you can see it. And we'll do the small FOB. So it's DOC, FOB small, apply. And we'll have it facing up towards that direction. And place it, and let's see how it looks. And it's not perfect, but it'll do. So now let's back out. So we want infantry, auto riflemen, and all the towers. Stand up, Add, apply, close. Alright, and we'll put a fire team down patrolling it. So zone 7, and we want groups, infantry, fire team on defensive, spawn, and then I'll make another group 6, and a much larger update, a much larger area around it. Here instead. Alright, and then we'll do another fire team spawning in the, or patrolling the bigger zone. Alright, and that's going to be it for today's video. So, to recap, once again, we've got 1, 2, 3 civilian areas. These two have nothing in them yet. We've got one FOB on a hilltop with light machine guns everywhere, and then 2 fire teams patrolling, one in the small zone directly around it and then one in a larger zone. We've got 1 vehicle patrolling on the road. We've got about a squad worth of guys patrolling inside Agios Dionysos. Then we've got this compound down here that's a weapons cache with a few vehicles and an officer with some intel. One officer is surrendered and the other officer is armed. So it'll be interesting to see if the one that surrendered survives. And we've got the IED with the ambush. And instead of putting the ambush going straight towards the IED, they're going north. But hopefully, since it's such a short distance, it's not going to make it too big of a difference. And that's it. That's all I got. Hope you guys enjoyed. It took me longer to build than I thought it would have, but I've still got time to spare. So, I hope you guys enjoyed, and stand by for the op itself. Roger, move back, move back. Did you get him, Shepard?